blood never found me yet, never found me yet. Blood never found.
Alan is someone who acted as a producer for a lot of so-called underground and independent cinema in the 60s and early 70s. And he decided he'd make a film himself about people living rough in the streets in London so they could talk about their lives and say how and why they'd come to where they were and what their lives were like and so on. Alan made this film. Then afterwards he gave me a large reel of tape which contained all his material. As it happened, I simply, for some reason, listened to the tape rather than simply just erase it and start again. And it was during the course of that I heard this voice.
Jesus' blood never found me yet, never found me yet. Jesus' blood never found me yet. This one thing I know, for he loved me so.
What I found when I listened to it was there was a sense in which the beginning of the song followed naturally from the end, so it formed a very natural loop. So I took it very carefully in my bag to the college where I was teaching, started copying the tape onto a continuous reel so I'd have lots and lots of repeats. Once I'd made sure that the system was working okay, I went down the lift, got a cup of coffee, came back. The place was very, very quiet and rather somber. It was often quite boisterous. And there's one girl in the far corner was actually sobbing. I thought something had gone wrong, maybe that someone had some bad news. And then I heard this voice filtering through into the room, and I realised that they were all being affected by this old man's song. And it wasn't anything I'd done, it was just the old man himself, which was having this effect. So I realised that, if you like, the latent power of this very simple few seconds of music. Whatever I did with it, I didn't want to mess it up. I didn't want to become clever and try and show how flash I could be with orchestrations, with beautiful harmonies and so on. I had to keep it essentially simple and simply always reinforce that quality.
Blood never found me yet, never found me yet.
When I made the first live performance and recording, which was later in 1971, I tried to find out more about him and see if any of the film crew knew who he was, and even some of the film people went back to the area to ask about the man, but nobody remembered him at all, and all the old footage had been thrown away. And so effectively all that does remain is this 26 seconds or so of solo voice.
Blood